Good evening, Soldier Boy here, and welcome back to Assassin's Creed Valhalla, the Dawn of Ragnarok. I think it's live stream number 10, and today we finish off the last little things to do in the DLC. It's been an interesting journey so far. It's taken us 9 streams, I'm miscounting all the time, 9 streams to do the game and finish the DLC. I haven't looked at hours. That's something we probably should look at in a second. I'm hoping to do a look back over everything we've experienced in our 280 plus hours with Valhalla. It's definitely been worth the money. You cannot say financially this game has not been worth it. It's been amazing, long, confusing at times, but brilliant in other aspects as well. So tonight we're finishing off the Dawn of Ragnarok. We've got a couple of trophies to do. And the other thing we want to do is just to finish off the arena, mainly because you can buy some gear. Not that we may not get to use it again, if this is it for DLC, but it also tells stories which are related to the heroic tales. So some of them are quite funny. I thought it'd be good to do those, finish it off nicely. And unless there any more comes out, it means that is it for Valhalla for us. Seems a bit weird saying that. I know we've finished games previously, and almost they come to a natural conclusion. Normally with a platinum trophy or something along them lines. But this one, I don't know. It feels like there isn't a natural finish. I don't know what it is. It just feels like maybe we're not finished. I think it's because, much like the story in the main game of Valhalla and the DLC, there's not much of a finish. So it does kind of feel like there should be more to come, but we know there isn't. We think there isn't. So it's a little bit weird. What I will do is I'll just quickly have a count up for hours in to the DLC. They advertised it originally, or Ubisoft originally advertised it as 40 hours. I was hearing when it was released 30 to 35. We have done, as it stands, let me count these up. 3, 5, 6, 8, 11, 12, 15, 18, 19, 21. So we have done around 26 to 27 hours for this DLC, which is a lot under what they suggested. Yes, we've got tonight's stream. Tonight's stream is no longer than 2 hours. Even that, we're still under the 30-hour mark. For the price of the DLC, it's kind of now looking like it probably wasn't worth it. It's a weird one. I'm in two minds over this at the minute, in terms of time taken. And we take our time. Whenever we stream, it always takes us longer than we expect it to take, and also longer than generally people play for on their own. So we allow for that, we think about that, and yet under 30 hours seems really underwhelming. So our save game is currently 290 hours, 11 minutes and 5 seconds as it stands. I'm amazed for the amount of people known that have lost saves through crashes and corruption and stuff like that, and corrupted save files. We've done really well to keep ours, to be honest. We have done really well for that. I'm also disappointed in DLC that we didn't get a bow. Of all the things we didn't get was a bow. And we are back in Ravensfort because this is where we finished. So what I'm thinking, we're obviously going to drink the potion, head back to Svartalfheim, and then from there, we're at Svartalfheim. We can fast travel to the Valkyrie Arena. We need to finish upgrading the Hugr. Thanks for the like, that was much appreciated. And I think that's a trophy. I need to have a look at trophies quickly as well to see what we need to do. There's not many. Most of them simple. It's just little things to finish off, and the arena as well is the other aim for tonight. So it's not a lot. As I say, I'm a little bit disappointed now. Looking back at how many hours it's taken, it's a little bit disappointing. So we need to fully upgrade the Hugr Rip. We need to purify the cursed armor, which we can do. We've got the stones to do so. And we need to teleport, assassinate 2 enemies, and fly away without being detected. That may take a little longer. That's something we need to think about. Good evening, Kathy. How are you? I'm not too bad, thank you. Not too bad at all. Thank you for the like whoever that was. Much appreciated. Okay, we need to upgrade the Hugr Rip. That's one of the first things we need to do. So if we just fast travel to one of these, that one will do. We should have the materials to do so, and we can get it fully upgraded first of all, and have that done. How's your day been, Kathy? I was just saying that I've just worked out we've done about, I'd say, under 30 hours for the DLC, which is a little bit disappointing in terms of length. But this will probably be our last Valhalla stream unless they bring anything new to the game. This will be it for us, I'm afraid. I'm hoping they bring something new, but from what I've been hearing, I doubt it. Yeah, it's a bit disappointing. But then I suppose all the good things have to come to an end at some point, doesn't it? And that's kind of where we're at, I'm afraid. Okay, we're just going to upgrade the Hugr Rip. We need to finish off upgrading it.
So we meet again. Like I said before, find more of those embers and I, or some others, can use them to make you something special.
It's been rainy, but okay. Yeah, it's been a bit cold here, to be fair. You seem unhappy.
You seem ill at ease with your kinfolk here.
Mush-minded fools, carousing and singing while the realm falls to ruin beyond our doors.
It does make more. We've done it.
Warriors once, not spoons for gluttons. In greater days we were a mighty folk, making up in ingenuity what we lacked in stature, but we loved too well the things we made, and turned our eyes inward. When the enemy came, all our hammers and axes mattered nothing, for the strength of heart to wield them had been lost.
Okay, so he's not happy. The dwarfs aren't fighting the way they used to. Okay, what have we got here? We've got plenty of upgrade material. I think everything is done. No, we need that one to do. We also need to upgrade this. Choose one of the 4 upgrades to best suit your playstyle. Should you wish, you can change which upgrade is active by going to the blacksmith in any shelter. So does this give us 3 upgrades then? So we can pick an upgrade to be our always upgrade, I think, and then still have 2 going at all time. I'm thinking Power of the Raven because we know we want the Power of the Muspelheim and Power of Jotunheim. They're basically the main 2 you want to be using. So I think we have the Raven on as all the time. Oh, no, not quite. Actually, this is something else. Unlocks a 3rd power slot, allowing you to store additional powers. Increases the amount of Hugr you gain by killing enemies and harvesting Hugr blooms. Allows you to fully replenish your Hugr by sacrificing a large portion of your health. Or Slipstream, activating any power within the final 5 seconds of the currently active power grants 15 seconds of bonus duration. Well, the simple one is straight away take the extra power. That allows us to have 3, the Raven, the Muspelheim and the Jotun powers. I think that's, you know, that's a given really, I would have said. Pick specialization. That one. Why is it not allowing me to pick? Pick specialization. There we go. So now we can have 3 powers active. Okay, what upgrades do we still need to do? I think it's 2. That's that one. And then this one here, and I think that's all upgraded. You haven't watched all of the playthrough on this DLC yet, but what do you think about it? I'm happy to give an opinion, to be honest. Looking back now, because, you know, it was, thanks for the like, it was much appreciated. It was advertised as a 40-hour DLC. Then they kind of changed it to 35. We've done it in less than 30, live streaming, and generally live streaming takes longer than playing it on your own. My initial thinking is, don't buy it immediately, wait. For the price it currently is, I don't think it's worth it. I don't think there's enough to do to warrant the price. If it drops a little bit, then yes. And it doesn't really finish. So because it doesn't really finish, you know, it's kind of one of those. It's left open-ended. It kind of makes you think maybe there is more. Annoyingly, why did we not receive the trophy for doing that?
I'll come back later.
That's annoying.
But I
We've fully upgraded the Hugr Rip, but we're not getting the trophy for it. Let's try again for a second.
What will it be,
Just want to check we've fully upgraded it. But yeah, that's my kind of opinion at the minute. Hopefully after tonight we'll have done everything. And my thinking is I want to try and do a video looking back at all of it. Obviously sectioned off into each DLC. They're all done. Okay. For some reason the trophy isn't clicking in.
I'll come back later.
Not sure why. Okay, so that is done. That's what we needed to do. So that was one of the trophies needed, but for some reason it's not allowing us to have the trophy, which is fine. We'll sort that out. The other one is a cursed armor. So let's deal with that quickly. It's as simple as the cursed armor. You just need to put things that you found into the slots. All you need to do with the cursed armor. Did we gain a new weapon? We did, didn't we? The Jotnar Cleaver. Okay, so cursed armor is... we've got to find it. Cursed Cloak. Okay. And then to... I don't know what I need to put into it. I think it's a rune. But I don't know where it is or what it is. I'm only guessing at this point. I know you've got to put a rune into it to stop it being cursed, because we gain the runes to do so. But I don't know what it's called. They're all antidotes. Okay. It's not going to just give me the rune straight away, is it? So it makes it easy, would it? Okay. It's not going to give us the runes just offhand, is it? I was hoping it would make my life easy. Unless I need to equip the whole thing, maybe. Let's equip the whole thing first. We know we can go back to the Jotun armor afterwards. We were wearing the Jotun armor because it allowed us passage through a breach. That's the reason we were wearing the Jotun armor. Cursed helmet. Cursed gauntlets. And cursed greaves. And then we should have some runes that allow us to get rid of the curse. But I don't know what they are. Or where they are. Evasion. Maybe there will be more, and it will maybe 3. That would be good. I really have enjoyed the game. Yeah, I'm kind of this opinion at the minute where I want more. I think they've left it so open. We know there's meant to be 2 more. Tombs. So I kind of want them. I want to do them, and I'm happy for more. I think there's so much more they can add as it stands that it wouldn't ruin it by having more. I'm hoping they are going to do that. I've just got a feeling they're not, but it means it leaves so much stuff open-ended, and I'd rather it wasn't, if that makes sense. It's a weird one. You know, don't get me wrong, I thoroughly enjoyed our playthrough. Our 290 hours has been incredible, but I just feel there's more to come. Right, I'm looking for the runes to get rid of the curse on the armor. I don't know, I've got so many different runes, I know. No, sleep bomb. What have we got over here? Armor. Just give me the runes I need. No. No. Theft. Okay, there we go. The clarity armor rune. That's what I need to use. So I now know what they look like. I can find them a little bit easier for our armor. This is one of the remaining trophies we still need to do as well. So we can nullify the armor, the rune that we need. I don't know what it's going to be. We're looking for basically a white rune. But I've not sold a single rune in our 290 hours. So we have quite a few. Hello Cass, how are you? Okay, apologies that it's not full of action yet at the arena. I just wanted to get the trophies out of the way if we could. Although one of them could be an issue. And considering the first trophy for the upgraded Hugr Rip hasn't clicked in, I don't know what's going to happen there. It might do once we leave, to be honest. Okay, where are they? There we go. That's the one I needed. That's one done. So it means they're at the bottom. So now we know that. This makes this a little bit easier. Okay, wrong rune. That one. All the way to the bottom of the runes. This is why this makes it a bit easier and quicker. You like the simple, slow parts of it. Well, there's not much simple, slow stuff to do. We've basically got the arena left to do, really. You got a day off tomorrow, nice. Yeah, we were only doing this tonight to finish things off. It wasn't worth a daytime stream. So we're just finishing things off this evening. There we go. That's another one nullified. This one here. Runes. I'm not going to add any other runes to the armour. I think we'll just nullify the armour, leave and see if it does it. It might not. If it does, perfect. If it doesn't, we've already not got one trophy clicking. But then we'll go to the arena, do that, and depending what time's left after we complete the arena, we will look at... that's already socketed. That's socketed. That one. We'll look at doing the last trophy that we need to do. And down again. This is the problem. If you don't ever sell runes, this is what you're left with. A vast array of them that we've gained through natural play. So you never have to buy runes. That's the one thing I'll say now. Don't buy runes. It is pointless. Just don't sell them. Come on. I need two more. We know what they look like. Just got to find them. There's one there. That's used. There's one there. Okay. One to go. Last one. And that should be all the runes used to... And that means the curse is nullified. None of this is upgraded. We're just going to use it as is. Both of you get super excited for next to choice. And obviously everything picks up the pace and the game's coming, so we'll leave you in shot. Oh, really? Only during the night, during the morning I have nothing to do. Well, we're live. Well, your days and mornings are different to us, but we are live again tomorrow morning more. There we go. Motsognir's blessing trophy achieved. We have nullified the curse of the armour. I will say that is a nice, grand looking armour set. But I'm annoyed the Hugr Rip hasn't upgraded, but it might be because we've got nothing in it. Maybe we're missing the power and stuff. So let's leave here quickly. I want to go and pick up some power. The only other thing we've not done, actually, while I think about it, there is something we've not done. And I don't think we've handed all the stones in. Just checking something. Yeah, okay. We haven't actually got all the stone rewards. So I think it's in the gemstone collector. We'll quickly nip to him. I like to get everything done. As we're trying to finish off, it's nice to get stuff done. And I've definitely got to hand in the gemstones first. Friend's wife was forced to go back to India, so he's kind of depressed. So maybe in a total Rune. I'll see him next time during work. Yeah, that's never fun. Why has she been forced to go back? Hey, I didn't get to watch all of the live stream Saturday. It's a very interesting game. I'm not looking forward to one storyline because I've got a feeling I kind of know where that's heading, and I'm not massively fond of where it's heading, if that makes sense. And that worries me a little bit. Hopefully I'm wrong, or hopefully it doesn't last forever. Okay, let's just speak to the gemstone collector. Hand these in.
Here, more gemstones for your collection.
My thanks. Good, good. And now go and fetch me more.
He seems a bit obsessed. So we got a Swaffleheim tree. I didn't want to climb the table.
Oh, brought me gems, have you?
We know there's no more gems to... No, we're out. We're done. There is no more gems left to do. So the gems are all done. So, let us now... So gems are done. We need to go and get a couple of... We need to get the power of flight. And we need to just make sure the Hugr Rip's fully charged. 10 out of 10 game cap, as you know I'm a critique. I'll give 10 out of 10s. Very good point. Right, we want the ability of flight with the Hugr Rip. And then once I've filled the Hugr Rip up, we will then head Ah, we don't. We want a... What power are we missing? We're missing the Jotun power, aren't we? So we need to find a Jotun, because we need the Jotun power that's missing. Then we'll have all 3 powers. And just need to fill up the bar with the powers themselves. I think that may click the trophy into action. We'll, like I said, we've got the arena to do as well. We'll go and do that in a second. So we have now got the ability to have 3 powers instead of 2, which is definitely a plus. So I need to find a Jotun. Got to be a Jotun somewhere, surely. This one I can't find a single Jotun around, isn't it? This one you want one. Heavy Rain's also a great game and made by the same company. I've heard of Heavy Rain. I've never played it, but I've heard about it. I've heard bits and pieces. Where are my Jotun? I just need 1 Jotun so we can take... Ah, there we go. There's power for the Jotun there. That's all I want. We don't need to kill anyone. So for some reason the trophy for having all the powers and upgrading the Hugr Rip to maximum isn't clicking in. I don't know why. But there we go. That's all the Hugr Rip fully upgraded and all the powers in as well. So just to double check. Hugr Reaver we've already gained. We've got versatility. And then everything else is upgraded fully as well. So there's nothing left to upgrade with the Hugr Rip. As I say, for some reason the trophy isn't clicking in, I don't know why. So off to the arena we go. There is one more trophy to do other than the arena trophy. There's no trophy for the arena, sorry. But there is still one more trophy to achieve. But that's going to be an interesting one. We actually need the powers for that anyway. You played Heavy Rain when it came out? Okay. Teach you a valuable lesson in life. It's only truly worth it. Okay, so that is all done. Let us enter.
I won. Over here.
So there's lessons to be learnt here. So we can tell a tale.
Let me tell you a story.
We're basically going to play through all the arena stories.
You add to this one.
What have we done? Why did it not tell us which ones we've completed? I was hoping it would tell us, so we would know not to do it again. Or either that or they disappear. I don't know. I'm sure we did that one last time. Yeah, we're keeping the same things. I'm not too worried. Let's start the tale.
I am looking forward to this.
So we're going to do the arena, just to finish it off. Ghost of Tsushima is on my list of games to play, it really is.
The blood, the chaos, the
I need to play Ghost of Tsushima at some point.
I will tell you now the tale of how I laid low the Lord of the Fire Giants and all his kin.
Should have blocked that, shouldn't I? Okay, so we now just have to fight our way through the arena while they tell a tale about how Odin defeated certain enemies. Obviously, it's a bit of a fight. More enemies incoming. Nice stun attack there. But yeah, if you listen to the stories, it's actually the battles that Odin has partaken in. You know, the enemies is defeated. We have got a stun attack here as well. An Isa. I'm out of arrows now. She needs to come closer.
Your skill in battle is impressive, Tyler.
Okay, we've defeated her. That's the first chapter of the full might of Muspelheim. It's only the first chapter done.
As I traveled on, I met a towering giant of flame and stone.
And this is without upgrading our armour as well. We're playing with no upgrade to the armour, bar the cursed stones, nullifying the curse. That's it. We aren't playing on maximum skill level either, because we're not using some of the skills because it makes the game too easy. She does move quickly, doesn't she? I got no stamina. I just realised. We'll catch him on chat in a second as well. Right, I'm out of arrows again. Get a nice heavy attack going. Bit of electricity flowing through the veins as well. Got no arrows, so it makes no odds. No point aiming the bow when I've got no arrows, is there? Right, that's wave number 2 done.
Soon enough,
Perfect assassin. That was never made by Ubisoft. I hate people saying that. I just feel like you're putting Ubisoft and Assassin's Creed down by saying that. It's a completely different style of game. It's not trying to be an Assassin's Creed game. And the whole modern day story is different, isn't it? The whole story behind it is different. The reason that you're out doing the quests you're doing have a completely different bearing. I don't know, I just feel it's a bit disrespectful to say that. For everything that Ubisoft have achieved with the Assassin's Creed franchise, you know, they've achieved a massive amount and it's been going a very long time. You know, there is criticism, I understand, of the latest games, I get that, but at the same time, they're changing the games they produce because their audience has changed. And so that is, you know, fair play to them for trying to change their methods to suit an audience that's ever changing. I am getting destroyed by this giant, I must admit.
That was impressive.
Couple of little nicks to his ankle there. Got a bit of stamina off him, not much. My shot is poor. Got no stamina again. Don't think electricity is going to affect him, is it? No. I'm not going to heal either, we're just going to try and do it without healing. And he is down.
Glorious battle indeed, I think you'll agree.
The Scowls
Chapter
will
3
take this
complete.
story through the ages.
Alright, I need to catch him on chat, bear with me a second, let me just go back up. I should have applied some boasts, to be fair. Yes, was the perfect, yeah. My favourite game ever was Pro Beach Soccer, really? Okay. I like the last 3 Assassin's Creed as well, yeah. Red Dead Redemption 1, gameplay and fun-wise. So I like Red Dead Redemption 2. We've not done it on the channel before. I have played it myself. I think it's an incredible game. Yeah, Red Dead 2 was definitely better than the first one. You can beat Assassin's Creed Origins in 5 hours if you have all upgrades and just do main quests only. That's the same with any of these games, though, isn't it? If you just follow the main story and don't deviate, you're always going to do them quickly. Ubisoft deserves hate. See, I don't agree. I don't think they deserve hate. They've done something that not many franchises have achieved. That's the thing. The only other franchise you could really put alongside Assassin's Creed is Halo, because they're still going. And their games are still loved by a vast majority of people. Assassin's Creed still sells a vast amount of games. That's the big thing. Last few Assassin's games they didn't have Assassin's Creed in the name. That's a good point. Same how WWE becoming PGM fans hated it. Yeah, but I think they're moving on with the times. There's a lot of stuff done years ago you wouldn't get away with today. That's the thing. If they were completely separate games and they weren't in the Assassin's Creed universe, I'd have no problem with those games. Nah, so I disagree. I think they do fit nicely into the genre. So these, I was thinking we could just work our way through these. Once we've done them, they're done. But we're not actually clearing them because they don't disappear, which is frustrating. So my plan of what we was going to do this evening seems a bit weird, because it doesn't really work. We've gained the reward for using that. I'm just going to grab random boasts. Let's do them all, shall we? I don't know what I've just put on, but I'm putting them all on. Maximum rewards. There we go. Put them all on maximum rewards. That's the easiest way. Let's see if we can survive another few waves of these while he tells a story.
Let us hear
This will
your
be
tale
harder.
of glory.
You may notice we're also drunk. I think that was one of them as well.
Hearken you to the tale of my deadly duel with two of the most feared
Just bear with me on this, and I hope you
warriors
understand. I truly understand why you hate it. We've had conversation. I do get why you hate it, but I just feel like saying that you've got a game that was
Give your whole life to take them.
Ghost of Tsushima was the game that Ubisoft was the Assassin's Creed that Ubisoft should have made or whatever. I just feel that's disrespectful to a franchise that has done so much.
Impressive. Well done, Beaglehead. Valhalla
Okay,
has no
I've noticed
place
every time I
in
attack someone, I'm actually getting hurt. This may be. I may have put all the boosts on and made this too difficult for myself. I don't know. I've got no bow either. Got no stamina.
How unfortunate.
So I'm not allowed to use a bow by the looks of things. And every time I attack, we seem to get hurt. And yet we need to finish this to get massive points. I've got no weapon either. I've just realised I've got no weapon.
Are you afraid?
We're using fists only to beat these guys.
You must
That's-
embrace the pain.
I'm out of stamina. All because I put all the boosts on in one shot. Okay, this will be hard.
Enemy is over there.
I need to get off there to start. No stamina again. Okay, I've made the game extremely difficult for us. Keep running out of stamina. This has now got silly.
You
Can't even see anything.
Lower their guard. Punish.
Can't dodge because I've got no stamina. I can heal. And that's about it. I need my stamina to come back. So choosing every boost to try and get maximum points wasn't a good idea. Let's say that, shall we? And in some ways, I actually like the fact that we can't win. Because we have got to a point where, even without using all the skills, the game is far too easy for us. So I do like that. I need some stamina though, that's what I do need. Right, have stamina please. Give me the stamina. Don't think I can win. I don't know.
Nothing wagered, nothing gained. Fight through the pain, Adi. Such is the fight of a true warrior.
Okay. Definitely all the boosts on is ridiculous. I don't think I've done a little bit of damage, not much though. One move is all my stamina gone. Okay, Odin is about to get his butt kicked by looks like this. There's nothing I can do. How do you make Assassin's Creed hard? Well, every boost in the arena, so you can't win. I'm actually getting hurt by doing damage. There we go. I should be down now. I don't want to heal. Take me down. There we go. Odin is taken down. Oh, I needed that. Let's say Newton tells everyone going to crossing down. But gravity would always be continuously the same. Gravity hasn't changed. Just what you can do to get around gravity changes. That's all it is. Gravity is still the same. Okay. Let's come out of this for a minute. I will make humans extremely confused because it will make no sense for the world to go around. It's not going against the laws of physics though, so it will make anyone confused. All you've done is change how you see gravity based on what you can now do because of technology. But it doesn't change. And I don't agree the law has changed either. I don't see it like that.
Over here.
Okay, let's have a quick look what we need. I think there was a bow that we wanted to collect, which is the reason we were doing these. And the armour is the All-Father armour. You need a lot of... This is going to take us forever, I think. Right, let's give this another go, and this time I won't be silly with all the things. No, I know, I see what you mean, but I disagree with the laws changed. But we're not going to agree on this, Cass, you know this.
Let's see what
I see things slightly differently to you. I see it as it's the same as people say the modern day story in Assassin's Creed's rubbish, they shouldn't bother having it. But for me, the modern day story in Assassin's Creed is more important than the actual game story that you see when you play through. The modern day is the actual story. The other bit is filler. All the story that you need to know about is in the actual modern day scenes. Okay, I'm going to have to put some boosts on just so we can acquire some. You take more range damage than arrows. We'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take more melee damage. I don't mind that. I'm not taking that one. No. I'm not. The stamina was the problem. I'm not starting the tail drunk either. And I'll take that one. Let's see if we actually complete this tale this time. I thought we'd play through these and they'd be knocked off every time we completed one, and for some reason they're not going away. So we are actually just doing the same stories over and over again. He'll tell a story, the enemies change a little bit. It's not what I'm thinking it was.
I will bear witness to your deeds in battle.
But we do want to try and see if we can get the All-Father's armour. It does cost a lot though. If you look at how long it takes to do one fight. I've got no arrows to use, that's one thing I did put the boosts on to take off. We've got no arrows.
They are no match for you.
But this guy is nearly down already. That didn't take long, did it?
Your skill in battle is impressive, High One.
I sensed the coming battle would not be easy, but I knew my strength would be equal to the task.
Obviously watch out for the lightning. Right, one's down.
That must have hurt.
One left to take out. But suddenly it's got really simple and easy again. I don't understand why. I know we used all the posts last time and obviously got silly. But still. And what we're using is the dagger that we got, which is Fenrir's tooth. I'm out of stamina. That is an issue when you run out of stamina, to be fair.
Your skill in battle is impressive, High One.
He's about to get executed.
Thus my My tale concludes in glory
There we go.
and honor.
Glory and honour
To
to
relive such
Odin once more.
legendary battles pleases me greatly.
Okay. Yeah, so none of these are disappearing. Let's do a special challenge. Let's see what we get for that one. Ever since sCreed 4 and Layla, the modern day and ancestor memory plot has all been reconnecting. It annoys old fans. I get it annoys old fans, I do understand that. But I also don't agree that it makes the games worse.
The blood, the chaos,
No Hugr drops,
the
stored
greed.
power, timeout, initial
Let me tell
damage
you of the
immunity,
day I fought 3
melee
warriors.
trade-off. Okay. I don't know how many we get for this one, but supposedly we get more rewards for this.
All lends me strength.
Let's roll it.
Okay.
Your skill in battle is impressive, Taiwan.
There's still one to defeat. That's him there. Okay, for some reason arrows wouldn't do any damage there.
They are no match for you, Drengur.
Now I was
Right, second chapter.
mighty foe.
Your skill in battle is impressive, Taiwan.
Okay. Ah, okay, we can't actually damage him at this point.
We watch each other's backs.
So they're blocking us quite a lot at this point. He died because of electricity. There we go. Second chapter down. We're meant to get lots and lots of coins for this one. We'll see what we get come the end.
Onward, but a terrible enemy.
Yeah, which is wasn't what I was expecting. I was expecting the challenges to disappear. We complete them, brilliant. We got the coins. We move on. I wasn't thinking we could just do the same things over and over again, because that kind of makes it a little bit boring now. The thing is, we've got two trophies to do. One hasn't clicked in for some reason. I don't know why. And that's fully upgrade the Hugr Rip. And obviously that isn't done for some. I don't know why it's not clicked in. We have got another trophy. It's a little bit harder to achieve, mainly because we've got to teleport, assassinate 2 people, and then from there
Odin dances like a
we then have to fly away, which obviously is an issue in itself. We just got to go to the right camp, I think, and it won't be too bad. We've got to have a mastery point. Not that we need them, to be fair. Where is he?
They are no match for
And there we go. Nice uppercut as we finish off. So I don't know how many points we're going to get for this.
Well done, Javi. Stirring.
Yeah, it's just like those don't have a finish by the looks of things, which wasn't what I was expecting. Do we get a massive amount of points? Not really. Because you need over 2,000 points per item. We don't get a massive amount of points, do you? And the only way to get a massive amount of points is to do all the boasts at once, which we did, and we can't survive. You can't damage anyone.
I won. Over here.
Let's have another look at the shop.
Let me see what rewards I am fighting
So
for.
we can play through the tales and listen to what he's talking about. But
legendary
yeah,
choice.
2,800, 1,200 for the bits, for the actual armour, the All-Father armour. And then the Asiri, which I think is a bow. It looks like a bow. 2,800, and the shield is 2,800 as well. Nothing else bothers me. I was just thinking we could try and get these. Because it's another set of armour, it's part of the DLC armour, it's the All-Father armour. But it's kind of, I don't know. Is Archer Stealth and Warrior Challenges in England map of Valhalla? Have you done them? Yes. Yeah, you mean the challenges? Yeah, we've done them ages ago. We streamed them, mastery challenges. Yeah, we did them when they first came out, Cass, to be fair. As I say, we have got one trophy still to achieve.
You can't afford it anyhow.
But I thought we'd actually some of these would disappear once we've done them, but it doesn't seem to.
Let's see what embellishments you add to this one.
So it kind of, I don't know, I'm in two minds now. I'm going to do one more Kara's pick, mainly because the only thing we haven't got from the DLC is a bow. So, if any, the bow is the important one, I think, for us to collect.
I will bear witness to your
just because we've not gained one.
Here is the story of how
we should have enough in this one fight to get enough for the bow. At least then we've now got a bow from the DLC. It's the one item we've been missing. And I've been waiting for as well. Okay, that's a way of making it difficult for me. Just make the whole thing fire. Okay, well I'll use electricity then. You use fire, I'll use electric. We'll do it that way, shall we? There is a melee trade-off, so not all our melee attacks are going to do the damage you expect because of this trade-off. Right, big guy still to deal with. I'm running out of stamina. That's an issue.
Are you afraid, Lord of Frenzy? You must embrace the pain.
We've actually nearly gone down already, although he's protected a little bit there. Turned it all fire again. Arrows aren't doing damage, are they, either? There we go. First wave is down. And you've got to remember, this is a story of Odin and some of the accomplishments he gained and completed in his time going through all the realms. Gonna hide behind the shield, are you? Kind of just walked into the fire there, didn't I? I've got no stamina again. Okay, they're all protected again, which is part of the boast system. Why they're all protected. Not anymore though.
We work together.
Right, let's take this lady out as well, and then should just leave the one guy to deal with. We'll catch him in chat in a second as well. Come here. I do like the uppercut on that attack. I think it's really good. Right, it's just him to deal with. He's just actually recovered some health. That wasn't good. I don't even bother blocking anymore. Just doesn't. There's never really a need to. We don't lose enough damage to worry. Obviously, the melee offset is the one reason this will take a little bit longer, because they'll be defensive against their melee attack, as is again now. Can't see him to shoot arrows at him. Is healing as well, which isn't helpful. I think it's the first thing we come against actually heals in between us and hitting him. I've got no abilities. Not that we need them. Let's go over the back. Nice little stab there. If it weren't for the melee resistance, he'd be down a little while before now. We've still got one more wave after this one as well.
I feel great.
Right, he's down now.
As I traveled on, I met a
The last wave, and then this one's done, and at least we can buy the bow of the DLC at least. Someone else is shooting arrows at me. Would you stop shooting arrows at me? My job. Out of stamina. Okay. This level's a bit harder. Breathing fire as well. I pressed the button accidentally. Electricity is now our friend. One of those. Are they down? And they are out. Okay. I went to attack because I didn't think they were out, but they are. Oh, we get a nice stomp on. No, we got hit instead. Can't get a stomp on anymore. And I've now aimed at someone I didn't want to aim at.
Such promise.
Nice uppercut.
Let's stretch the needle.
Another one down. One to go. I'm out of stamina again. Okay, stamina's back. Let's just finish this one off.
Your skill in battle is impressive, High One.
There we go. And another one done.
Once again,
Lord Shiva is actually far stronger than Odin and Zeus. Okay. Shiva was a real life person, was actually an alien. Visited Earth many years ago because there's actual evidence of it. Oh wow. That's quite cool. Right, so that's that one done. We should be able to now buy the bow. That gives us a bow from the DLC, which is what we've been after for a little while. I think we should try and see if we can get this last trophy achieved. And then from there we can always come back. But then, yeah, we're kind of at an impasse because I assumed the arena was similar to other games. And you just play through until they're all done. But unfortunately it's not. I can't afford it. It's 2,800. I thought I had enough. Yeah, I thought I had enough to get it. We haven't got enough, so what we'll do, let's try and finish off the trophies first. Now, for some reason, the trophy hasn't clicked in for saying that we've gained every upgrade for the Hugr Rip when we have. So I don't know why that's not clicking in. But let's go and get one more trophy that we need to do first. Now, the trophy we need to do first is an interesting one. We need to, if I just have a look at the description again. If I can get it to come up. Yeah, I'm not sure why the fully upgrading isn't working, but see no evil. We need to teleport, assassinate 2 enemies, and fly away without being detected. All in one go. Now, power of the Jotun will allow us to teleport assassinate, so that's not an issue. The issue comes from not being seen. So if we go back to into Etri, that's probably the most full of enemies anywhere. You have to teleport assassinate pretty quickly and then fly as a raven out of the area to gain the trophy. It seems to be the hardest trophy we need to achieve. Now, we need to find some enemies first, which would be helpful. So let's find some enemies, shall we? There's lots of mini wealth. We haven't bothered collecting them because there's nothing really need now. But we need to find some enemies. Once we find some enemies, we can decide where we're going to head and try and achieve this bit of a mission. Now, over here, bit of a village, or what's left of it on the outskirts. No enemies. It's not going well so far, is it? I thought there'd be lots of enemies everywhere. There's none. May not be the best place for it. I thought Etri would be perfect for this, but it doesn't seem like it is because there's no enemies. I will say that this isn't us flying as a raven, this is our raven. But what an incredible sight it is. Ah, enemies. There's one there, and there's one over there. Okay, so we can head over that way. We may be able to do this. Good evening, gaming. How are you? A giant creature that you tore apart space and outside. Now that's a very weird dream there, Cass. Okay, so we know we're roughly heading to the right. I kind of know what we need to do. It's doing it is the question. If we can make it work in one go, brilliant. If not, it might take a couple of attempts. And I'm annoyed the Hugr Rip hasn't actually classed itself as fully upgraded. Something I need to look at, I think. But yeah, my plan for tonight was the arena, but it's kind of backfired because the arena doesn't do what I thought it did. You just keep replaying the same stories till you have the enough rewards to do anything. The problem is I can't really concentrate on the arena and chat, so it's kind of an issue. Creature was bigger than a black hole and it screamed, "I'm God." Wow. Yeah, that's not the nicest of dreams, is it? Okay. Right, there's an enemy here, but we need to teleport, assassinate 2 and fly away without being seen. So being seen by them guys probably isn't going to help us. So let's head up. I roughly know where we're aiming for, I think. What's over here? So you can decide and climb over a wall. So the ability we need to use, the power of the Jotun, that allows you to teleport, assassinate. Now, the men we were seeing were just over here. So my thinking is we teleport, assassinate 2, we fly away, trophy achieved, job done. And then I don't know why the Hugr Rip one isn't working, but we'll see. So I think we need to be closer, obviously, before we can do this. We need to be a decent line of sight, because once I activate the power, we need enough energy to then activate our final one, which is the Raven to fly away. So I need to be close enough to do some damage, but also not too close to get seen. So this is going to be a bit of a balancing act, I think. He has got his back to us. Okay, power of Jotun. R2 up. Why is my abilities not activating? I can't activate any abilities. There we go. I did now. No! I've got Muspelheim. My abilities aren't working. For some reason I'm pressing up, but it's giving me the wrong abilities. So when we say the Hugr Rip won't give us the trophy for full upgrading, I think there's an issue. Because I can't use my other abilities for some reason. That's very odd. Not an issue I was thinking I was expecting to have. Okay, so let's just disappear off a minute. That's very weird. I wasn't expecting that issue. Thank you for the like, it was much appreciated. You got a 30-minute detention Tuesday for sitting down. How do you get a detention for sitting down? 20 hours for the first region. Oh wow. Are you still enjoying it though? Because that's obviously the main thing. I think there's a jump off point here. So something has gone wrong with the Hugr Rip. For some reason it isn't working as intended. We need to fully charge it again before trying to find 2 enemies. But also try and get it to work. So I'm assuming this is why it won't give us the trophy for full upgrading. Because I think there's something wrong. It only let me do 1 power, and I wasn't even pressing the button for the power of the Muspelheim. So because I wasn't pressing it, but it was giving it to us, but not the one I was pressing, it's a bit confusing. So yeah, we have a slight issue. But we'll see if we can overcome it. Okay, there's some blooms here. We've already gained these blooms, haven't we? Because they're closed up. Sorry, I had to kill the squirrel because I needed to try and get the power of the Muspelheim with our Hugr Rip charged up. Need some enemies, that's what we need.
Sunan, guide me.
Nothing around. What's going on? It's when you need enemies to actually give you some energy, then there's nowhere to be seen. How does that work? Having a fun time out of them, which took 20 hours. Wow. That's at least you're getting your money's worth, though, aren't you? That's the thing. definitely getting your money's worth with it. That's the main important thing. Okay. All I want to do is charge up the Hugr Rip, and then we'll see if we can get the powers to work as they are intended. I need some enemies. That's what we also need. Right, rations. Ah, some blooms over here. Let's go and grab these blooms. Rations are full. It's bigger than Witcher 3, really? Oh wow. It does look good, like I've said before. It does look good. My issue is the lack of storage. Okay, can I be... No. So I can't use the one power. Can't use... For some reason I cannot use... I can't use the power of the Oten, so it means I can't actually do the last trophy. For some reason I can't activate it. I don't know why. So, for some reason, we are not going to be able to complete the last trophy. Because for some reason it won't work. Can we fly like a raven? Let's see if that works. So the raven ability works, but the top ability doesn't, which is a bit weird. So the raven ability works fine. Okay, that's interesting. The more you explore, the more you find your story, but you'll be guided. Okay. It's the more the fact that we haven't got the trophy for fully upgrading the Hugr Rip, although we have fully upgraded it. So we'll go back to the blacksmith and see if we can fix it that way. It's weird that it's not working properly. It's not a big deal if we don't get all the trophies, but I was hoping to. But we're having a few issues this evening. Nothing's really working the way I thought I expected it to, so it's kind of a bit of annoyance at this point. I could reload the save, to be fair. Let's just see if the blacksmith does anything. It may be, I don't think it's something we've done, because all we did was upgrade it as intended. What's that there? I wonder if it's because of wearing the cursed armour. I wonder what that helmet is. No, don't speak to him because that's one of Red's guys. Okay. Let's go to the blacksmith to see what he has to say. He may figure this out that way. Could be the armour we're wearing. We are wearing the cursed armour, but we've uncursed it. Could now that be the issue? We'll have a look at the blacksmith first. I'm pretty sure there's nothing left to upgrade. It's not hard at all if you explore. Like I say, it looks good though. Okay, we've picked a specialisation, which is a third power slot. That's fine. That's done, that's done, that's done. That's done. There's nothing left to upgrade. So something's not quite working the way it's intended at this point. The problem is, you say reload save. I don't think I've saved it. Is it because we're missing these? So the Ember of Muspelheim can be found by exploring the Muspelheim monoliths floating above. Maybe we haven't fully upgraded it because we haven't got enough to acquire these upgrades. Could that be why? So we need to fly high. That's the only thing I can see is we need to explore the monoliths more in the sky. I used the guide for most of it, Kathy. I'm over leveled for the first one, so it gets easier. I used the guide, did you? Did the guide help them make it a bit easier? Or was it still, did it still have a difficulty even with a guide? You got the trophy without that? Well, we're going to have to try and fly up and see if we can find them all and see if it works that way. There's obviously an issue and I don't know what it is. So we're going to fly to the rocks. Normally there is...
Stretch your wings.
No, there's something to pick up there. So we're going to try and fly to the rocks. How much power have I got? Although saying that, we can't use the Hugr Rip, can we? We can. Okay, cool. I forgot. I panicked for a minute and thought we couldn't actually use the bird to get up, but we can. We've got to get up there before the Hugr Rip runs out because I didn't get a second charge. It's a little bit of an issue. We may not make this first time round. I didn't fully charge the Hugr Rip. That could be an issue. Come on. I need to hurry up. Otherwise we're gonna fail. And I don't know what happens if the Hugr Rip finishes and we're still flying. I don't know where to land, have I? That's what happens when the Hugr Rip fails. Completely down to the ground. What a drop that was. Okay. We need to fully upgrade the Hugr Rip. I haven't fully filled it. I think that's the only way of getting all the way up to the top there. To overlevel for the region and potions, and yeah. Oh, it's 100% Platinum Guide. Okay. What class are you playing in? A Vagabond. Nice. Definitely something I'm interested in. I think obviously I'll wait for it to come down in price, I think. And we've got enough on the go at the minute that I'm in no rush for something new. We've still got 3 more Assassin's Creed after Forbidden West. Right, that's done it quickly. Let's go back up to there, and then we can fly high once more. And hopefully, we'll get up there. But you think you got the trophy without getting them extra bits? It's just weird that it's not working. Yeah, I'm looking. I've never played any of them either, Cafe, and I'm thinking the same thing. Wait till it goes on sale. Right, can we get up here? I do like what happened though when you went down with no more Hugr Rip power. I did like that. So just remember to activate a second time. Yeah, for some reason the power of the Jotun that's on our top power doesn't seem to activate. But yeah, so far tonight is not going as planned. We just haven't managed to... Nothing that we thought was going to happen has happened. Which is a little bit frustrating. But there we go. We continue on. Right, can we land? We can indeed. A few enemies to kill, that will give us enough power to power back up again. Nice stun attack. Finish that guy off. Obviously we're only here to gain the upgrade that covers from coming here. The enemies don't stop turning up, I've noticed on these as well, so although we can stop and fight all of them, you kind of need to just get what you've come for because they will keep reappearing. So if we head up, I think it's up. So I don't know where it actually is. The Raven's not available either. We'll set ourselves on fire anyway. So we've got to find roughly where the treasure is. Whatever the treasure is, that's where we need to be heading. And I can't use my Raven. Climb up. You're not going to climb any higher, are you? There we go. Okay, so where is... Is that there, is it? Okay. There's our treasure. That's what we're actually after. I didn't need to climb as high up as we did. There's the treasure is straight down here. As I say, the Hugr Rip isn't working as intended anyway, so collecting these is just a side thing. There we go, Ember of Muspelheim collected. Don't fall off the side. Thank you. You never played any of these type of games except Sekiro, but it was really fun. Yeah, see, I kind of don't know what's going on. Yes, Raven abilities are fully upgraded as well. Everything's done. And the problem is, if you see... So the power of the Jotun that we've got, I can't use it. It doesn't allow me to use the power of the Jotun. And I don't know why. So, say here, I'm pressing up, but it activates the other power instead. And that was for me pressing up. So one power is not working. So yeah, power of the Jotun will not activate. So, it does mean we can't finish the trophies off today. Any more? Just the one? So, we've got a decision to make. What do we do for the stream? There's about 50 minutes left. The arena isn't what we expected, although we could grind a couple more battles in the arena to gain our last bow that we were after. We could do that. I think the only thing left to do is grind the arena, which I hate grinding, but it's the only way of getting a bow, I suppose. There is a mini wealth just over here to grab. And that's about it, to be fair. And no worries, gaming, thank you very much for dropping by. Thanks for saying hello. Hopefully we'll see you again very soon. Thank you, gaming. Okay, there was a mini wealth we'd missed here. It's the only reason we're here. I just thought, while we're here, let's go and grab it. It's on this person here. We don't need it, to be fair. There we go. Right, so the only thing we can really do, I think, is we can grind the tails in the arena, just so we get the bow. So we've got a bow from the DLC. But that's about it. We can't, for some reason, complete the trophies. That's kind of all we've got, really. So we finished this a while ago. My plan was to do the arena, but it's not the same as the other arenas. Good evening, by the way, Mr. Singleton, sorry. Yeah, the float, we had to do, what, did you not do one for mystery? One of the mysteries, we had to go fly up to one, and that's how we learned how to get up there. Because you need to go up and find a raven. That's the only time we first went up to one, was just because the story told us to, or the mystery did. But yeah, we finished this up a little while ago. In fact, last week. But I wanted to clear the arena. But obviously you can't clear it. So I thought, okay, we'll get the bow then at least. We've got a bow from the DLC.
Let me tell you.
But there's a lot of grinding just to get a bow.
Embellishments you add to this one.
But yeah, the Hugr Rip isn't working as it should for us. So that's obviously an issue. We can't get the trophy for fully upgrading it. It doesn't work. And we can't use the power of the Jotun, so we can't get the other trophy for assassination. 2 assassinations and fly away. It doesn't, for some reason, just won't work for us. I think we're up against Jotun this time because it's all gone icy. Champions of Jotunheim. 2 against this time. So I think we'll just do the arena a couple of times, get the bow, and that may have to be it for Valhalla by the looks of things. Not the way I was expecting to finish Valhalla. You can have a little bit of electricity on you. So have you max leveled as well for Singleton? Because that's the one thing we haven't done. We've got the skill points, to be fair, but we aren't doing it because you can't die. Although we can barely die now, to be fair. There's a couple of skills that just stop you being killed, so we didn't actually activate them. Although, like I say, we can't really die now either, to be fair.
They are no match for you.
Double or nothing, eh? Okay. 2 to take down instead of just 1. They packed a little bit of punch, don't they? Why can't I can't activate some of my skills either. That's weird. Some of my skills aren't working either. So I think we're having a few issues tonight with the game for some reason. Okay, so one of her doubles is down. I think that's her down, in fact.
Barely had they fallen, then I was seen by a Jotun patrol.
We've got one more left to do.
Battle was joined once more.
Did you talk to the blacksmith from the mystery after getting the stones from the floating mountains? The mystery wasn't for stones. The mystery was for finding the raven that had flown away and the guy was upset. That was when we first had to go up. The gemstone collector is fully done. We normally 100% everything, so there's nothing, like I say, there's nothing really left for us. I was hoping just to finish the arena. Why are you crouched down over here for? Oh, there's a 4th chapter. Normally there's only 3 chapters. There's now a 4th.
Forward I went, knowing great glory would be mine when I laid low my next opponent.
Right, one more wave. I don't know how many points we're going to get for this one. Same as we haven't upgraded any of our gear. We wear the cursed armour because we got the trophy for that this evening by using the runes to stop it being cursed. But I've not upgraded. I've left it as is. Okay, we've got some stamina now at least. That's something. They're draining stamina pretty quickly, aren't they? There we go. What we needed. 3 of them attacking at once. This is tricky.
I tire of this. Finish them. A true drinker would face their enemy, not hide from them.
Trying to focus on one because of obviously the melee damage boast. That's the trade-off. Is stopping us doing a massive amount of damage to them. Can't focus on one when they're all over the place. It's the toughest fight yet, actually, and an enjoyable one for its toughness, I think. Nothing better than having a tough fight. Okay, that's what I needed. Bit of that as well.
Feel stronger already.
Okay, we have got that. Right, 1 is down. There's only 2 left now. It's a bit of a harder fight, but it's definitely more fun being harder. Can't attack. I need stamina again. Come on. Thank you. bit of ice quartz there. It's a tough fight. An enjoyable tough fight. You've got to try and pick your openings. Not doing damage again, are we? Right, one is down. Last one to deal with. So at least there's only one now. Just make life a little bit easier. Nice little shot at the knee. Why is there three again? Okay, so we may have took too long there. Well, we had this one, we got it down to one. I was trying to stamp. Right, where are your weak spots? That was me thinking we nearly had it, and then there's three of them again. We'll catch up in chat in a second as well. There's no weak spots there. Oh, maybe there is. Ah, going for the stamp. Oh, we did that was a decent attack there. Right, another one down again. Right, this time we can't waste this opportunity when we get them down. Straight into the shield, that one. I'm not hiding from them, we're just using everything to advantage. Okay. Another one down, one left. What I need adrenaline, and I can finish this quickly. Nearly got enough to take her out, I think. We just don't want to do split again. If it splits a game, it's going to be an issue for us. Come back. She's divided again. Just when you think you've got it. The main one actually is nearly down still. Okay. So I can't check on... Right, let's stop. Pause for a second, let me catch up on chat. I hate not talking to chat, but I'm trying to concentrate so much. Did you go? We've also done... Yeah, we can't do it at the minute just because trophies aren't working. The teleportation, the Jotun power won't work. So we can't actually do the trophy, that's all it is. But yeah, we've done everything. We've upgraded all the Hugr abilities, it just won't click in. It may be I need to reload. Maybe that's the only way of doing it, is I need to reload to get it to activate. Which could be a case, to be fair. Okay, we have the ability I wanted. There we go. So all we need is fourth wave complete. That is done.
But of course, I prevailed.
I don't know if it's enough now to buy the bow. That's all we're doing this for, because I think the bow is something we should be getting. $410. I don't think it's enough. We'll have to have a look to see how much we got. We need 2,000 and something. for the bow.
I won.
That was one of the
Over here.
tales that Kara picked for us as well. They give the most points.
Let me see what rewards I am fighting for here.
So what do we need? We have 1,910.
A boon to
We need
any
2,800. So you're looking at maybe
warrior.
two
We can't
more,
afford it anyhow.
depending how much she gives us for a tale.
Let
So
me
let's
tell
give another
you
one a go.
story.
Let's see what embellishments you add to this
We
one.
need around 900 more points, basically. She's dropped it down to a 2-star this time.
I am looking forward to
Because
this.
she picks the boast, you do get a better score for it. I don't even know what type of bow that is that you get for doing this. But nonetheless, I just want a new bow.
Bear witness to your deeds and
Glacial bear encounter.
Hearken to the saga of how I slew some ice bears.
I'm waiting for the bears to appear. That's an ice bear. Do we remember this? Do we remember this bear? From the main story. Well, I say main story. It wasn't the main story. This bear was. I want to say it was in Iceland, but I don't, no, it wasn't. Was it? Wasn't this in Jotunheim? No stamina again. Take a few hits. I may be wrong with Jotunheim. I thought maybe it was Jotunheim. It's nearly down though. Okay, you can only do damage to the head by the look of it. Took a little bit of hit. Oh, it's good it's got the melee resistance, hasn't it? That melee resistance boast is on, I think. Yeah, melee resistant boast is on. Come on, get up. There we go. Bear down. That's one. That's the first wave done. Big bear. Was it Jotunheim? Was I right in thinking that? Cut my arrows back. Oh, smaller bears this time, but again we'll have the melee boast affecting us. So obviously some of our attacks won't do much damage. We break that. One down. To be fair, the bigger bear was more of an issue than this one. That's one down. And another one down as well. So wave number 2 is now done, I believe. Yep, wave number 2 is down.
In short order, a great
Bit easier than the other ones we've done. I remember that one. That was Jotunheim, wasn't it, this one? If I remember correctly.
that was almost impressive.
Yeah, this was, I think, Jotunheim, wasn't it? Electricity on it, I think. Oh, forgot about some of its powers. Maybe that. I forgot this can shoot out ice at us as well. Like that one. Once you get stuck, it's a little bit difficult to get going again. Once you kind of start moving, it's not too bad. Alright, push me over. I think so. There we go, another bit of ice taken out. We have got the one who's claw to do if we can. Nice big hit there. underneath him. Let's get underneath him, shall we? You know. Can't hit us if we're underneath him, can he? Can't see us. Should have done this the first time we beat him. Gone underneath him. And he is down.
Indeed, I think you'll agree.
Wow. Was it Iceland, was it? That was Jotunheim. Yeah, I think that big one was Jotunheim. The other one I think was Iceland. I think you're right in that. Right, 4 bows supplied. 400 rewards. We need about 500 now to get the bow. So we'll do another of Kara's picks. As I say, we need about 500. Wow, we're already in. Wow, okay, we're already an hour and a half in. That's mad, I didn't think it was that late already. Double burning trouble, this one.
To the tale of my deadly duel with 2 of the most feared warriors of Muspelheim.
There is a trade-off again for melee attacks. So they have a little bit of a shield before we can actually damage them. That can't be the only wave, can it? I was going to say. Surely not. Determined no matter what happens, we're getting that bow now. Just so I can say we got a bow from the DLC more than anything else. I know we're on fire, but ignoring the fire currently. Okay. Brought a friend into fight as well, I think. No stamina, it's never helpful. Okay. Lack of stamina is really the only thing that's down. I think this armor might even be heavy. And that's why we are losing stamina so quickly. Oh, it's a bow, so I haven't actually looked. More electricity. These fights are getting a little bit tougher, which is good. But it is because of the difference makers with the bows, I think. That's what makes it so bad, so much more difficult. Right, we can do a skill shot there. Was it a skill shot or stun attack? We can have some electricity as well. Lots of fire coming in from everywhere. Lack of stamina is our biggest issue, I think. Right, we're still fighting. They're not doing a massive amount of damage on us, to be honest. So we are surviving absolutely fine. But it is more just lack of stamina. Give me some stamina back. It's really frustrating when I have stamina constantly. Okay, I think... No, we can't get that one down in a minute. Come on. Oh, well, that skill didn't work. So we get bombed by fire. Oh, that one is nearly down. Our attacks aren't doing damage again now. Right, that one's down. That's another one down. So we need to break the melee shield part. Once we've broken that, we can then use a bow at least. Obviously, speed is required. That allows me to get stamina back. Definitely a fight and a half, isn't it? So again, no damage now. This melee damage business does a lot to help them, not us at this point. We press the wrong button there as well. Right, that's another one down. Isa is down. We've got one left to deal with. Where is he? More than one actually, looking at that, strangely. I've got no skill attacks. We are getting there. It's just a bit slow and steady at this point. I think the stamina that's holding us back, I think. Right, let's go and deal with this guy over here. He's annoying me. He's throwing bombs at us that would be better for us if they weren't being thrown at us. There we go. Bomb guy's down. And we're going to blow bomb guy up as well at the same time. I disappeared into the fire. So it wasn't just the one person throwing fire at us. There was more than one, wasn't there? Right, another one down there. Right, you quite a bit of damage to him there, which is good. There's still no, there's only one wave on this one. That's a good thing, only one wave. I hope he doesn't go on the hill now because he's disappeared off. Would you stop firing fire at me? Okay. This should be a decent amount of damage, hopefully. That is a decent amount of damage. And he's down. Victory is ours. I think we need about 500 for the bow. We may still need to do one more to then finally achieve this bow. I think it's around 500. We'll have to double check. It's on 400. I don't know how close we are. I'll have to speak to her and see. I think one more should be enough.
Hi, one. Over
Hello.
here.
Let's have a look at the shop.
See what rewards
I just want the both. Then we say we've got both DLC. I think we're kind of there. Right, we're about 90 short. That's really annoying, isn't
Can't
it?
afford it anymore.
One more tail then.
Let me tell you a story.
Let's see what
we're going to let her pick.
accomplishments you add to
We need
this.
90 points.
I
Yeah,
am
we'll do one of
looking
hers.
forward to this.
It guarantees us 90 points.
Show me
Which one is
the
this? The
blood,
full
the
might of
chaos, the
Musselheim.
screams.
Initial damage
I will
immunity,
tell
which is
you
them
now
having
the
shields
tale
immediately.
How I laid
No
low the
Hugr
Lord
drops.
of the
Melee
Fire
trade-off.
Giants
Okay.
and all
So
his
again, they have shields. This is wave 1 of 3. No stamina again. Always our biggest issue, it seems, is stamina. Right, now, I don't think this is the boss person, but that's another one down at least. That's the boss person then, isn't it? I've now got no skills. But while she's throwing bombs at us, we'll just keep stabbing away. Right, come on, stamina. Can't. There you go, we can take some of the damage there. Now we can't do that. We can do that though. That took quite a bit away from her. Right, she's brought some friends to play as well now. Right, one of her friends is down. As I say, we're just doing this, we're going to try and obtain the bow. We need 90 points and then I think we're just about, that's about it. Mainly because there's a couple of issues with the trophies not clicking in. It may just happen. My plan is going after we've done this, because obviously until we get another update for this, unless it's the tombs or maybe more DLC, I think it's unlikely at this point. We won't be back unless they add something new in. So obviously once we finish Forbidden West, we are moving on to Rogue. That is the next one out of all the Assassin's Creeds for us to do. We're still keeping Assassin's Creeds coming, but we just... Valhalla will be finished for the time being, I suppose. It seems weird saying that. Just because, yeah, it doesn't feel like we should be finishing it. So, if there is anything dropped, we'll be back on it, but other than that, it does look like this may be it for Valhalla and us for the time being. 290 hours. A bit more after today, I would have said.
Hey, leave no breathing space.
Another one down there. Right, where's the actual boss? Because we need to get her to get the next wave in. Okay, that worked.
They are no match for you.
Right, she's down. That is that wave finished. There is another wave to come now.
As I traveled on, I met a towering giant.
That's when you think you've done it. There's actually more waves.
I feel great.
Okay. Come on then, Mitch. Let's be having ya. Out of stamina again. Okay, that one's down though. Throw the weapon. That was normally does quite a bit of damage, to be fair. Not that time, it seems. It's because of the boast, though. Obviously, the boasts do have a trade-off. And Kara picked the boast for us. That just gives us better points.
The enemy is over
Right, now we'll do a big decent attack. One don't heal himself. It's only wave 2 or 3. So this should be big points, I would have said. She has just healed herself just then as well. As the fire comes straight at us there. Right, she's feeding to heal, which is really frustrating. Hard enough to take her as it is. She just took more power from the other people again, hasn't she? More bombs going at us there. She needs to stop healing, because that's really annoying when we're trying to beat her. Come here. Right, don't fire us normally, would you? Decent amount of damage there at least. Need her not to heal though. That's when you think you've nearly done this. More enemies everywhere. Can't move currently because I've just been bombarded. Electricity does help. She just healed again, has she? Oh, I attacked the wrong one with the skill. That wasn't where I went to attack. Ah, she disappeared before we could actually tackle it. This is only wave 2 as well. I'm hoping we get big points for this one. Being only wave 2. Back in the fire again she goes. She does love that fire, doesn't she? Let's throw a weapon. That normally does quite a bit of damage whether you throw it at. That's one done. Where is she? Oh, she's healed again. Look how she's healed. It's really frustrating. Right, we need her to do that. Now I can take out the armour. And hopefully I can get a few shots in. Don't steal the power of your friends. It's not helping us. Change the game. I've got no stamina left again. Hit the wrong person, which didn't help us there. Not going to plan, is it? That constant regeneration obviously is not helping us at this point. Okay, we've got a weapon to throw in there, that's another one down. Okay, we need to break the melee shell. No, there's a weapon I'm trying to throw. We know that'll do damage. Gonna get it activated. Okay, she's now firing more molten lava at us. Right, with a decent attack now, we managed to get it a hit, which is what I've been trying to do for a little while. That's, I'd say, the best attack for doing damage, it seems. Right, that is wave number 2 done. There's one more wave. Took the time, but we did it. One more to do, and then we should have the new bow. And this is what we're against. Remember, we've got to break through the shield to do any melee damage. There's a rolling load of fire following around. Bit of damage. No stamina again. Just staying around his ankles, really. Just trying to annoy him around his ankles. He's not really doing lots of damage to us, admittedly. Stay on his ankles, what can he do? Okay, bit of damage, not massive amount though. I need to try and get some arrows in on him. Some of these points down. Right, still want more? Do you think we look cold? Got a stamina. Hang on, we've got stamina again. Right, can we get any of these stamina things down? Just as much damage as we can in there. Before he shields back up like he just has. I don't mind being on fire, it doesn't really affect us. And as I say, this is without the armour having any runes in it. About some of the skills, we have got the ability to do max skills, but we don't bother with it. And even now, we're taking damage, but he's nowhere near killing us. I don't know, because I'm not getting rid of the fire. I can heal as well. Like that. Okay, come over here. Let's do this properly, shall we? Right, his melee shield's back up again. That melee shield, that does take its time to get him down. If it weren't for that, this wouldn't be hard at all. Wow, arrows. Quite helpful. Can we see any arrows anywhere? There must be some nearby. Any arrows? Right. Oh, Fallon's boulder that follows us around, I'll say that. Okay, do some more damage. That doesn't do any damage, does it, for some reason? No stamina again. The biggest problem is the stamina. He's nearly down. One more weapon throw and he'll be down. There's a weapon just there. Throw the weapon. There we go. No, he didn't. Didn't do it. There it is.
A glorious battle indeed.
That is dumb. Okay. That gives us the bow for the DLC. And amazingly, we've timed that near enough perfectly. There's about 4 minutes left. So somehow I've timed that perfectly. Tonight's stream hasn't gone as intended, as you guys know. We were hoping the arenas were pretty similar to Odyssey's arenas, where you'd work through and once you're done, you're done. That didn't seem to happen. We've having a few issues with the Hugr Rip in terms of trophies and the end to activate when it should do. So we had a few issues. It's not the way I wanted to leave this behind. There we go. We'll have a look at the bow now. It's not the way I wanted to say goodbye to Valhalla, to be fair. I'm hoping there's something more to come, just so we can say it wasn't the end. This is the bow we've gained. The Seer Eye. Let's compare it to what we're using. So, we're using the North Scale bow, which is from our previous DLC. It's got a better attack, it's got a lower stun, lower headshot. Weight is higher. Critical is better though, speed is less. It's a hunter bow. We were using a light bow. I do like a good hunter bow, to be fair. So that's what we'll have in. So we now have a bow from the DLC, which is something I was waiting for. It's one thing I've been saying we needed from the start of the DLC. We need a decent bow. It's nice to finally have one. Okay, but that is it, I'm afraid. We've got nothing else to do. We will wake up, because at least then we're going to start back in Ravensthorpe. I'm looking to do a video. I don't know if I'll get it done before Easter or after Easter, but talking about Valhalla, include the DLCs and everything we've done in these 290 odd hours, and you know, really just having to talk about what we think to it all, really. So that's the plan. I don't know if I'll get it done before Easter. If I do, it'll be out before Easter or during Easter. Not it'll be afterwards. I'm trying to get ahead enough for Easter that you guys still have daily content. That's my current plan. I think I'm getting there. Obviously, it all takes time. That's the only downside. But yes, that is everything done. What we're going to do, we're going to hit save, check on our hours, and I'm afraid that is it for this evening. Them 2 hours flew by. So 292 hours, 6 minutes and 37 seconds. That is our current save. I'm hoping there's more to come. I really do. But yes, thank you all very much for tonight's stream. It didn't go as planned. Thank you very much, Kathy. It didn't go anywhere near as planned, but these things happen. We overcome. We didn't what we wanted. We got a bow. That's better than nothing, isn't it? So tomorrow morning we're live with Forbidden West. Tomorrow afternoon there is another Dirt 5 video, and tomorrow evening we're back with Genshin Impact for another 2 hours. So we continue with the main quest there and work our way towards exploring more of Inazuma. That is the plan for tomorrow. Check out the scheduled video for the rest of the week. As always, thank you all very much. Thank you for the likes, the comments, the views, and the conversation. Another brilliant stream. We've never had a bad stream yet, to be honest. And yeah, I'm hoping it's not goodbye to Valhalla. I'm hoping there's something more. The tombs could be added to, or something to do with the DLC being added to. I don't know. We'll see what happens going forward. But yeah, that is it. So enjoy your evening, your afternoon, or your morning, wherever you are. And we'll see you again very soon. Thank you all for watching. Bye bye.